You ever seen a spider glow like a nightlight in the dark? It's like a tiny lantern, but it's actually a spider. And it's not just pretty, it's also super weird. So how do these glowy spiders find their way around when it's pitch black? Are they like using a flashlight and a map? No, no, no. But wait, why would a spider need to glow? Is it like a fashion statement? Or is there a real reason? Probably both. The real question is, how do they navigate without getting lost in the dark? It's not like they have a GPS, or a compass, or a sense of direction. So, if you ever see a glowing spider in your bathroom at night, don't panic. It's not a ghost. It's just a spider with a light show and a weird sense of direction. So what exactly are we talking about? I mean, glow in the dark spiders. Are we talking about spiders that glow like a disco ball, or spiders that glow like a flashlight? Turns out, glow in the dark spiders aren't actually glowing. They're just soaking up light during the day, and then glowing at night like a tiny disco ball. So we're not talking about spiders that see in the dark. We're talking about spiders that glow in the dark, which is kind of like a light bulb that's also a spider. And the question is, how do they navigate when it's dark? Do they use their glow as a compass? Or are they just lost and trying to find their way home? The short answer is, they probably don't use their glow to navigate, but they definitely use their eyes, which is kind of like saying, I can't see, but I'm still trying to find my way. So you're probably thinking, what does this even matter? I'm not a spider. I don't glow, and I don't care about darkness. Well, here's the thing, your phone's flashlight is basically a glow-in-the-dark spider. It doesn't glow, but it's basically the same idea. You know, the light you use to find your way at night? That's the same trick spiders use to find their way, just with more legs and less battery. Also, think about all those times you've tried to find your keys in the dark. You're basically doing what spiders do, but with less legs and more frustration. They don't panic, they just glow and keep going. You, on the other hand, panic and trip over a couch. That's the difference between a spider and a human. Or maybe a human and a spider. Either way, it's a weirdly impressive feat. And let's be real, glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically the internet's favorite creepy cute thing. They're like the emoji of the spider world. Spider sparkles. If you've ever posted a photo of one with a glowing effect, you're part of this weird, beautiful glow club. So yeah, you should care. You're literally a member of the club. But here's the real kicker, studying these spiders helps scientists make better sensors, better lights, and even better robots. They're not just creepy crawlies, they're like nature's engineers. So the next time you see a spider, think of it as a tiny, glowing inventor, and maybe give it a snack, or at least a compliment. So yeah, even though you don't glow and you don't have 8 legs, you still secretly care about glow-in-the-dark spiders, because they're basically the reason your flashlight works, your keys don't vanish, and your nightlight isn't just a decoration. They're the unsung heroes of the dark, and you're now part of their fan club. Or at least you should be. Okay, so glow-in-the-dark spiders. They're basically the Spider-Man of the dark, but with less pants. They've been around for like, forever, right? Like, way before your grandma's grandma was a toddler. Back in the Jurassic Park of spiders, they were just regular spiders, but with a tiny glow stick in their belly. They didn't need lights, they just used the dark as a secret club. Then one day, a spider got a little too cozy with the dark and decided to add some light. Like, I'm not just surviving, I'm shining. So they evolved to glow, like a neon sign in the night. Fast forward a few million years, and now glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the disco balls of the spider world. They're out there, glowing, and everyone's like, wow, that spider's got moves. So yeah, they've been around for a long time. They've had their moments, and now they're just doing their thing in the dark. Like, I'm here, I'm glowing, I'm not sorry. So imagine you're a spider, but you're also a glow stick. You're like a superhero who only has night vision and a little light show. You don't need a flashlight, you just glow and go. You don't use the light to see, you use it to signal. Like a traffic light, but for spiders. Other spiders see your glow and know where you are, like a spider-only GPS. It's not about seeing the world, it's about being seen. Like a neon sign in the dark, but you're a spider with a glow up. You're basically a spider who's also a light bulb, so you're not navigating the dark, you're broadcasting your location. It's like a spider version of a walkie-talkie, but with glowing guts and a little bit of magic. In the end, it's not about seeing, it's about being seen. You're not lost, you're just flashy. Glow, go, and don't worry about the dark. You got your own light show. Okay, so first things first, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't actually glow. They're like the Batman of the spider world, super stealthy, but they don't have a glowing cape. They just absorb light during the day and then glow at night like a tiny disco ball. It's basically their version of a nightlight. But wait, how do they even know when to glow? Are they like, oh, it's dark out, time to start glowing? No, they're more like, it's dark out, time to glow so I can see my own shadow. Basically, they're using their own light to make their surroundings visible. So they're not just glowing randomly, they're storing energy from the sun or artificial light during the day. It's like charging up a phone, but with spider silk and a lot more spider vibes. They're basically the battery-powered spiders of the spider world, and when it's dark, they turn on their glow like a bell-to nightlight. It's not like a neon sign, though. It's more like a soft, spooky glow that helps them see in the dark. They're basically the ghostly guides of the night. So in short, the setup is, they charge up during the day, and then they glow at night. It's like a spider with a built-in flashlight, but instead of batteries, they use sunlight. And honestly, I'm still trying to figure out why they don't just use a regular flashlight. Okay, so once the spider has this glowing stuff, it needs a way to actually use it. Think of it like a glow stick that also acts as a GPS. But instead of a map, it uses the light to figure out where it's going. The glow is probably a type of bioluminescence, which means it's making its own light. Not like a flashlight, but more like a light bulb inside its body. Super cool, and way more efficient than a power drill. But wait, how does the spider know which way to go? Maybe it's like a glow-in-the-dark compass. Or maybe it's just using the light to see where the dark is. Like a flashlight in the dark. But the spider is the flashlight. Some scientists think it's using the light to spot other spiders or find food. Like a glowing lantern that also helps it find dinner. Or maybe it's just a way to look super cool in the dark. Like a spider superhero. Either way, it's a pretty clever trick. Glow in the dark, navigate in the dark, and maybe even scare off predators. It's like having a glowing lantern, a map, and a warning sign all in one. Super spider. So here's the twist, these spiders don't just glow, they also use their glow to signal other spiders. It's like a secret handshake in the dark, but with bioluminescence. They're basically saying, hey, I'm friendly, come check me out, or stay away, I'm toxic, depending on the species. It's social spider stuff. This glowing signal helps them find mates, avoid predators, or even mark their territory. It's not just for show. It's a survival tactic. And here's the kicker, some spiders can control how bright they glow, like turning on a nightlight when it's dark out. Super cool, right? So next time you see a glowing spider, remember it's not just spooky, it's a whole web of communication and survival. Spooky, but smart. So here's the real secret. These spiders aren't just glowing, they're basically tiny nightlights with legs. They use their own light to see in the dark, like a little lantern on their back. It's like if your phone had a flashlight and you used it to find your way through a pitch black room, but way cooler and with more spider legs. So it's not just about finding food, it's about staying safe and being a little bit of a spooky vibe in the dark. The science here is pretty wild. They're using bioluminescence, which is like nature's version of a glow stick, but with a whole lot more spider drama. So in the end, these spiders are like nature's glow-up squad, using light to survive, not just to shine. So imagine you're a glow-in-the-dark spider. But instead of glowing like a neon sign, you're just a tiny light bulb that only works when it's dark. You're like a human with a flashlight that only works at night, and you're really bad at turning it on. Quick word from our sponsor. If this sounds like something you'd enjoy, take a look at the Kindle Paperwhite e-reader. There's a link and a QR code on screen right now, and in the description below. Alright, back to it. You're out there crawling around, trying to find your way, but all you have is this tiny light that only turns on when it's completely dark. You're like a human who only sees in total black and only has one eye that flickers on when it's pitch black. So you're not actually navigating by light, you're just using it as a comfort blanket for your tiny spider brain. It's like having a glow stick that only works when you're really scared of the dark. It's not like you're seeing anything, you're just using that light to know you're not completely in the dark. It's like having a tiny lantern that only flickers when you're totally lost in the woods. So, in the end, you're not actually navigating the dark. You're just using a tiny light to make the dark feel less scary. It's like having a glow stick that only works when you're really scared of the dark. So here's the thing, you think they're just glowing like a neon sign? No, they're actually using their own light like a flashlight. It's like if your phone had a flashlight and you used it to look for your keys in the dark. They don't just glow randomly, they actually control how much they glow. It's like if your light bulb had a dimmer switch and you turned it down when you didn't need it. And here's the kicker, they glow in different colors. Some are green, some are blue, some are even yellow. It's like they're wearing glow sticks and trying to impress their friends. But wait, how do they even make that light? It's not like they have a battery or anything. They're just using chemicals in their bodies, like a tiny light show made of spider juice. So yeah, they're not just glowing, they're doing a whole light show, and it's all part of their survival strategy. It's like they're saying, I'm here, I'm not a ghost, and I'm not afraid of the dark. So here's the first myth. Glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glow to find their way around. But let me tell you, that's not how it works. They don't need a flashlight. They just need a little light to start with. Imagine if you had to navigate a dark room, but only had a tiny glow stick in your hand. You'd probably stumble around like a drunk raccoon trying to find the exit. That's basically what these spiders are doing. The glow isn't a map. It's just a way to start. They use their eyes, or sometimes just their sense of touch, to navigate the rest of the way. It's like having a tiny flashlight to find the door, not to walk through the whole house. So the idea that they glow to navigate is kind of like saying you use your phone's flashlight to walk through a maze. It helps a little, but it's not the whole story. So yeah, the glow is just a start, not a guide. It's cool, but don't let it fool you into thinking these spiders are like Spider-Man with a glow up. They're more like Spider-Man with a nightlight. So here's the next myth. Glow-in-the-dark spiders use their light to find their way. They're like, I'm glowing, I'm the light, I'm the way. But actually, they don't need light to navigate. They're more like, I'm not a GPS, I'm just a spider with a brain that's 90% silk and 10% confusion. And if they do glow, it's not for navigation. It's more like a hey, I'm here, don't eat me sign. Or maybe just to look cool in the dark. So, to sum it up, glowing doesn't mean they're a light show. They're just weird and probably super good at hiding. So, you're probably not a spider, but you've definitely been in a place where glowing things are super useful. Like that time you were in a dark basement and your phone flashlight broke, and you had to feel around like a blind person. But wait, you didn't feel around, you just looked because the glow-in-the-dark stickers on the walls were like a spider's silk map. And you know what? Those stickers are kind of like the spider's secret weapon. They're not just for looking cool, they're for finding your way around. Just like how those little glow-in-the-dark numbers on your fridge help you read the time without turning on the light. It's like the spider's got a built-in night vision. But here's the kicker. You can't just slap a glow-in-the-dark sticker anywhere. You have to be smart about where you put it. Like a spider knows exactly where to spin its web. It's like putting glow stickers on your ceiling fan, but only if you're really into that kind of thing. And if you ever find yourself in a dark room with no light, remember, you're not a spider, but you can be a glow-in-the-dark human. Just like a spider would, you can use light to guide you. It's like having a glow stick on your forehead, but with more style and less glitter. So next time you're in a dark place, think about the spiders. They've got a whole system for navigating in the dark, and it's basically the same as the glow stickers in your house. Just don't try to spin a web like they do. That's what the spiders are for. So imagine you're walking through a dark forest, and suddenly you see a spider glowing like a neon sign. You're like, wait, is this a spider or a UFO? But here's the kicker, this isn't a glowing spider. It's a real spider, and it's using its glow to find its way around. No GPS, no phone light, just spider glow. But here's the twist, this isn't just any glow. It's actually a chemical reaction inside its body. Like a glow stick, but way cooler and way more spider. And get this, some spiders even use their glow to communicate with each other. Like a spider version of a flashlight party. No one said it was subtle. So next time you see a glowing spider, you can think, wow, that spider is basically a tiny lantern with a PhD in navigation. Okay, so the spider isn't just glowing. It's glowing so hard it's basically a neon sign. It's like the spider version of a disco ball, but with 8 legs and a creepy vibe. Some of these spiders glow so bright, they could light up a room. Imagine a spider that's like a tiny flashlight, but also a little spider. It's wild. Scientists say some of these spiders glow so much, they can be seen in the dark from up to 10 feet away. That's like a spider with a spotlight. But also, a spider. These spiders are like the Jim Bro of the spider world. They glow so hard. They're basically a walking light bulb. It's intense. In the end, it's not just about glowing. It's about being a light in the dark, like a spider superhero. But also, as spider, Ditto. So yeah, these spiders are basically glow sticks with legs. It's the spider version of being a night owl, but with more glow. In conclusion, glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the ultimate night owls. They don't just survive in the dark, they shine in it. Spiders, am I right? So next time you see a glowing spider, just know it's not just a creepy crawl, it's a light show in the dark. Spiders, baby. And that's the glow-in-the-dark spider story. A tiny creature that lights up the dark. It's wild, it's bright, and it's a spider. Thanks for watching. And that's the glow-in-the-dark spider story. A tiny creature that lights up the dark. It's wild, it's bright, and it's a spider. Thanks for watching. Okay, so what happens when the glow-in-the-dark spider's light goes out? Well, it's like trying to find your way through a dark forest with no flashlight and no sense of direction. You're basically a spider with a bad sense of navigation and a very confused glow stick. Imagine you're a spider who relies on your own light to see. If that light dies, you're basically a spider with a broken headlamp. You're not just lost, you're like a spider who forgot to charge its glow stick and now has to rely on spider's senses that aren't great in the dark. This is when the spider might start doing weird things, like spinning webs in the wrong places or getting tangled up in its own web. It's like a spider trying to use a broken compass and ending up in a spider-shaped maze. In the wild, this might mean the spider gets eaten by a bigger animal or just gets stuck in its own web. It's not a great survival strategy, but hey, spiders are weird and sometimes their glow is more of a party trick than a survival tool. So yeah, if the glow goes out, the spider's life just got a whole lot darker. But remember, even in the dark, spiders have ways to survive, like not needing light to live and just being really good at being spiders in the first place. So you think glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the cool kids of the spider world? Think again. They're basically the ones who forgot to bring a flashlight and now have to rely on moonlight to find their way. It's like trying to navigate a dark room with just the light from a firefly. But here's the thing, glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't actually glowing. They're just reflecting light. So if the moon's out, they can see it. But if it's a cloudy night, they're basically blind. It's like trying to read a book in a pitch-black room with only the light from a glowing fish. Also, they don't just glow to